Hey guys, it's Jason the X for SCNS Live, powered by Cinlinks.com, and this is the action figure review for the Figma Matoi Ryuko figure from Kill la Kill, made by Max Factory. This is a great figure. I don't get a lot of Figma stuff, and I was really a big fan of Kill la Kill. Love the storyline. I thought it was hilarious, so when this went for pre-order on HLJ, I had to go ahead and get it. But let's go ahead and get right to the review. So anyway, first off, let's take a look at the box she comes in, which is a nice window box. There's Max Factory. This is not a toy. I disagree. For ages 15 and up. That I do agree with. Of course, she's figure 220. Got some nice images on the side of the figure itself. One on the top here of her different face. Got another of the rear view of the figure there. And some shots on the back of some things you can do with the figure. And her two faces. Now, like I said, that's a box. Who cares? This is Ryuko, and this is a great figure. I mean, okay, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Very sexy done figure. Very, very sexy. However, it is a good figure too. If you want to take a look at this, I mean, and also, I'm going to go ahead and get right to that. Look at the head sculpt detail. You can see the gears in her eyes, which is a throwback to Gurren Lagann, and just a nice face sculpt. I love the hair. The costume is spot on, and we're going to get into some more details of that, but just taking a look at the figure, lots of great posability and joints. I mean, this is a really well done figure. Every little detail of the costume is captured. So many points of articulation, and it's actually a very sturdy and well done figure. Now, I'm not used to a lot of Figma stuff, and I was worried that it was going to be a little flimsy. I was wrong. So yeah, just taking a look at things. We'll get to the posability. I guess as we get to the posability, I'll kind of show off some of the other features of it. But first, let's get into the accessories that she has. Now, as you can see, she's standing fairly well here on my table here. She's standing pretty well. She does come with a little plastic baggie for the accessories she comes with. Nice little Figma bag there. Faces. She comes with an angry face. Also, more detail on that. She comes with a kind of I'm in pain face. Also very well done. Comes with an extra peg for the hands. That kind of worries me a little bit, but it's there in case you need it, I guess. But as I said, she stands very well. But she does come with a stand that just plugs into a hole on her back, and we'll get to that in a little bit. Nice little stand. And also she comes with this nice sprue. I guess you could call it a sprue to put the hands on. I like this. She got, of course, two outstretched hands. Two kind of angled hands for holding her scissor blade, two fists, and these hands, which I'm sure are for some posing or something, but you know, they're there. And as far as speaking of hands to hold scissor blade, she does come with this very, very nice scissor blade. Very well done. I like how it looks. Also can separate here. I'm not sure why, because anytime that she would use this thing and something would change, she would take the scissor blade and it would go to decapitation mode. So yeah, you get this longer blade here, and stacks fairly well next to this one. You have to excuse me a little, throat's a little dry, but yeah, it matches up very well with the decapitation blade. But the thing is, these handles can actually come off, and you can interchange them if you... Can you interchange them? Wait a minute, I may have lied. Let's see, here we go, the shorter one. Whoops. Well, she falls over when I'm banging on the table, but... So yeah, you can change them out. I don't know how that looks very well, though. Let's see if this one can go on the decapitation blade. Starting to think these are not supposed to do that. Yeah, they're not. So I'm not sure why they come off. Maybe it's just to help you with posing and everything. A little bit sturdier, I guess, when you're trying to like put them into her hands. But yeah, nice accessories here with the scissor blades. Now, as far as Ryuko here, the skirt piece, well, I guess we'll just start from the toe up, and we'll kind of go into some little touches on the costume. The ankles are on a very nice ball joint, kind of like a Revoltech joint, but they don't click. And it's pegged on both sides, so you can get some pretty good posing out of that. The knees are on a single ball joint, but if you crank it up, you can get it past the 45-degree angle. She does have a rotation at the thigh and ball joints at her legs. There's no waist articulation, but she does have an ab crunch, which is right underneath the separate piece, right where her boobs sit. And this is actually a rubber material here. I wouldn't go stressing this too far. It almost kind of molds underneath her, much like the anime character did. But yeah, she does have an ab crunch here. So you've got that. The hands are on another ball joint that's pegged on both sides. Elbows, of course, they can twist at the upper part of it. I want to say you can twist it at the bottom, but because of where the ball joint is recessed, you're not going to get much out of it. The arms are articulated at the bicep, well, right there at the shoulder, and then at the bicep as well. And you've got another joint here, if you look inside there. So you got a ball joint inside, and you can kind of get that back some. So, yeah. There's a peg hole in the back of her jetpack for the flight stand there. Now, these parts of Senetsugu here, or I hope I pronounced that correctly, they're actually articulated. You can kind of move them up, but if you see, they're kind of flexing a little bit, which is good because these are actually on a little rubber joint here. And it seems pretty sturdy. I accidentally popped this off and got a little worried at first, but you can see it's kind of coming away a little bit. But I suppose you can put a drop of glue in there, and it's just got a hole there, so you just peg it in. That's good, because I would consider this one of the more delicate parts of the costume. They really did a good choice putting that rubber there. And the head is on a ball joint that's pinned from both sides. And she can get some pretty good head articulation. So yeah, like I said, it makes me want to go out and get a Figma link right now because of just how good this figure actually is. And like I said, she got the flight stand here. You just plug that in there, and there you go. You can get a massive amount of frays, a lot of poses, like her flying through the air and everything. Now, as far as the face interchange, I've been wanting to do this just because, like I said, she does have two faces. She has that pain face and the angry one. Well, we're going to put the angry one on. This is Ryuko. We're putting that angry one on. So you want to take the hair off, much like the Sailor Moon figures, and it just falls right out. And let's go ahead and get the angry face and just put it on that clear peg there. It's got two pegs for the hair. You just plug that back in. There you go. I kind of knocked that loose. But yeah, now you got Ryuko angry and ticked off. Really like that. And she can hold her scissor blade pretty well with either one of the hands. And the hands, we're just going to go ahead and change out one of them. You want to take off the ball joint at the hand, leave it on the wrist. And let's take another one of her sword holding hands. How about that one? Nope, that's the wrong hand. So get a left hand here. You just plug that back on there. Like I said, she holds her scissor blade very well. You just want to kind of slide it in there. And I know she holds it better at this point of the blade. So yeah, like I said, you can get a massive amount of poses with this girl. Really, really great figure. Really happy I picked this up, and if they make some more, I might just have to get them. Because I got to tell you, this is a very well done figure. And I can't stress how sturdy it feels. The skirt pieces are actually the soft rubber material that the suspenders are made out of. And I think that's probably replicated on those little pegs that hold Senetsugu's eyes on. So, yeah. This is, yeah, if you can find this great figure, I would definitely recommend picking it up. Now let's go ahead and take this off. let's bring her in for decapitation mode. So I'm seeing why this handle comes off here, because I'm wanting to be very careful with her, because it's kind of a pricey figure. But yeah, there you go. So now we have her with the blade in hand, and still pretty solid on the posing and standing. So yeah, if you can get this Figma Ryuko, I would definitely recommend picking it up. It's a great figure if you're a fan of the anime. Very well done, very sturdily built. I can't stress enough how much I like this figure, and it hits on all cylinders. So yeah, get it. Anyway guys, I'm Jason the X for SCNS Live, powered by Sunlinks.com. Go ahead, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and until next time guys, I will catch you later.